Hello there. Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective and timeless reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time, but keep in mind it's a general reading. So see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully help to bring you clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective and show you something with fresh eyes, but in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest and the greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the messages from your animal spirit guides. Let's get a little clarity. See what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. Messages for the collective to be helpful and insightful. Please and thank you. Is the foundational message, opening advice. Please, thank you. Well, there we go. So your solution comes when you balance your beautiful intellect with your intuition. So it's not being all in your intuition and not being logical about something, but you can't be so in your mind that you're forgetting what you feel inside and the connection to your higher self. So it says use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to the question that you're thinking about. So I feel like we're circling right back around to the intro with that. So let's get one more. Let's get one more from this deck. One more card. Clarity on the solution coming with the balance of intuition and intellect. And then it's telling you need to take some time. You need to relax. Maybe relax your energy. That's where the answer comes through. It says take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing and striving. So maybe some of you are actually overwhelmed in your thoughts, or you're working really hard on something. If there's any particular place in your life where you feel like you're pushing a little bit, pull back. Give back to yourself. Do some self-care. It has this goose. It just makes me think of a walk. So maybe go on a walk. I don't know why I'm thinking of duck, duck, goose. Duck, duck, goose. Maybe you're waiting to be chosen for something, or you're trying to find the right choice. It was kind of a weird thing to see. Let's go to the tea leaf. Let's just get a couple of tea leaf messages. I'm going to split this in half because it's huge. And let's just see if we have some jumpers. Get a couple more messages for you guys. Taking some time to rest, relax. That one. What's that one? And then you have a candle. So you will be shown the way. So maybe you just need to relax your energy a little bit. Especially if there's something that, you feel like you're pushing. Or if you're running on empty. You're going to see something illuminated. Whether that candle is an illumination inside of you, the answer you were seeking, or sometimes it's advice from somebody else. Comes just at the right place, at the right time. We have a bunch. So you have the ink pot, the bowl, and the mountain road. So, well, you have 2 messages, 3 messages that say your problem is going to be resolved. It's going to be okay. Something is going to come through. With the bull, it is telling you to not back down on something. So if you have an energy around you and you feel like your strength is being tested, you're strong enough to hold your own on something. But this could also be a quiet strength. It says show your strength and fortitude, especially if you feel like you have opposition against you. And then with the mountain road, hey, it looks like it's not the direct route here. You're going the windy way up, but you're making it up with strength. And it does say you are on the road to success. So if something happened and it just took you on a detour, or you were trying to get ahead of yourself on something, just kind of relax. Relax your energy. You're on the right path. If you can't see the answer right now, it's going to come. Just continue to, I'm getting like with these two, I want to say like, instead of running the race, I get you like moseying along. Like just mosey along your way. You're going to go the right way. You're going to figure out if you went the wrong path, you know, and you went the wrong detour up this mountain. You're going to get back on the right path. So let's go to the other half. Let's see if you have any more messages. Ooh, yes, you do. I don't even know what that is. Hold on. It went way under my couch. Hey. Oh, wow. Success just jumped out. You're on the road to success. Success. No explanation needed in that one. You will be shown the way and your problems are going to be resolved. So I feel like if you were really worried about something, maybe if you had some opposition around you, it's all good. You're going to be all right. So maybe that's what brings you the strength to get up that awesome mountain road. So let's see if we have any big jumpers here. Is anything else need to come through? That one. What is it? It's a camel. Yeah, these cards are slippy. It's persevere and you will overcome problems. So I'm getting that's the big message coming out here. Just keep going, pay attention to your energy. You know, there might be a time you have to run a little faster, but if you feel like you're running on empty, don't be afraid to take a day off. At the bottom of this, I put the other one down so I can't see that, but this says a journey, either physical or mental. So you are going on a journey. It looks like you're on the journey to success. Now I kind of want to look and see what is at the bottom of this. And I'm glad I did, because you have great good fortune with the 4-leaf clover. Wow. These are really nice messages to start the reading. The only one weird is that bull energy. But that's okay. That's how you know, sometimes you need a little opposition and kind of either move you in a different direction or help you recognize how strong you are. So let's go to, this is the one I wanted to grab. So let's do a spirit message. And I actually hear animal. Do I have another animal deck? Yeah, I have them both. So maybe we'll go animals today. I feel like it's a lot of animals. You got a goose, a chimpanzee, a bull, and a camel. So let's get a spirit message and then we'll go to the animal oracle, or a different one. All right, one message for the collective, please and thank you. And I'm looking around to see if I have my glasses, because these are the tiny words. Do I, before I pull this? I feel like I'm all over the place for you guys today. Before I pull this, I'm going to grab my glasses. I paused that at 9:13. Let's get a spirit message for you guys to be helpful right now. Please and thank you. And, ooh, I almost lost my cards. Oh my gosh, maybe this is an energy going on. Maybe you feel a little scattered. Things are kind of slippy and falling and jumping and all over the place. You just have to continue. So this says, find ways to fill your cup. Be self-full. Like fill up your own gas tank here. Follow your heart And always trust your intuition. Go deep within, find your triggers, address them. Maybe that's that bull energy here. It could be your own bull. Maybe it's a stubborn energy, or, you know, I don't know, something within yourself too. It doesn't have to be an outside source. Maybe it's inflexibility on a certain area, or going down into new territory on a new journey. It looks like it's worth it with all this success. But address those triggers one by one. Self-healing is the best healing. Only then can you offer the best version of yourself. So this is nice. That's deep healing. So that's really addressing the parts of you that sometimes you don't want to look at, but it's there because we all have many different facets of us. So it looks like something is coming to the surface, so you can address it and change it. And then you're on a new road. You've put that old chapter away and you have a fresh energy about you. I'm also getting that's your own Ace of Cups with that. It does say find ways to fill your cup. So you're not waiting for somebody else to fill your cup up. You're doing it yourself. So when I think of the Ace of Cups, I think of happiness and love and joy, freedom. So what can you do that would give a little bit more of that energy in your life? Maybe it's just doing one activity, doing one project, hanging out with a specific person, going to a particular environment, whatever it is for you, where you feel like it's like your little nourishing cup of awesome. Start there, because even just a little awesome sip into your life can adjust all your energy going on and all of this, like all of the other arenas in your life. It's like you just need a little bit of that fuel in your fire, spiritual gas in your tank to get you way farther ahead. But don't run on empty. So let's continue. What did I say? I said animals, right? So let's do that. This is the one I'm staring at. This is the Animal Whispers Empowerment cards. Let's just get kind of a bridge. Another message from the animal kingdom, please. And thank you. What else would bring insight to this beautiful road of success, this new journey, great good fortune, resolving problems, you're being shown the way on the road to success, and just persevere. Fill up your gas tank. You're going to overcome obstacles. One card, please, and thank you. Aw, well, you are doing that deep reflection. Here it's the dog, but this dog, it's giving you that look. But in this particular deck, the dog has a different message. Usually I think of them as, it does say unconditional love. I think of them as just loving you unconditionally no matter what. If you have a dog, you understand. It's just, it doesn't matter what kind of day you had, how you smell, if you're up in your energy, if you're down in your energy. Dogs just kind of give you this love. They just love you. And makes me think of that weird quote. What's that quote? It says like D-O-G backwards is God, but God is love. So there you go. Kind of works out, but it does say let go of guilt. Love unconditionally. So a guilty energy is probably whatever you're digging deep here and having some self-reflection on and having some changes. If you feel guilty about anything, can't go back to the past, but you're here now. So how can you maybe, if it's somebody you need to have a conversation with, then it's having responsibility. And maybe after that conversation, something can come to light and then changes can be made. If it's having responsibility with yourself, that's huge. That's when you change. So if you're holding on to guilt, it's just going to create blocks and make your energy stagnant. It's going to be self-sabotage of this beautiful road of success that you are meant to go down. It's like putting your own little rain cloud on instead of running and jumping through this beautiful field of 4-leaf clovers and luck and good fortune that wants to be in your energy. So it's just a readdressing of your energy, changing your actions from now into the future, and loving unconditionally yourself and everyone else, because everyone's just human. You know, some people learn their lessons, some people don't. We're all on a different road. We all have a different speed and pace of our growth. So I just want to pet this dog. So, oh, I put this up right. Let me show you what's at the bottom here. And then we go from the dog to this sexy, amazing panther. Look at that animal. It is telling you to step out of the dark into the light. So maybe you've closed yourself off from a situation, or you have kind of a hermit energy, which is okay because that's where you're finding this healing, coming up with the solutions, balancing your energy back out, lighting this inner spiritual fire inside of you to gain wisdom. So when you come out of that cave, your whole energy is different and you've gained wisdom on how to go down that beautiful road. And then instead of a rain cloud around you, you're like a little ball of sunshine. Because like I think of when this panther is in the night, you probably can't see it at all unless you shine a light on those beautiful eyes. But if this panther was out in the day, you're definitely going to notice. So let's go to the tarot. Which one? I'm gonna do this one. I like this tarot. The Wanderer's Tarot. Let's dive into what's going on. What is this new road of success all about? Stepping into the light, coming up with solutions. What does this say? Offering the best version of yourself. One card, please, and thank you. I said one card, but I actually hear 3 very clear. So maybe we need to pull 3 right off the bat. So let's do it. 3 cards. Well, there's your hermit. I just saw your hermit. So good job. You are maybe going to the cave, getting back your energy. I said 3 cards, so let's get 3 cards. Clarity on the hermit, and then we'll look at them all together. I'm excited that came through. I love the hermit. Yeah, you're on the right road. You got the 6 of Swords. And oh, ooh, I didn't know that was going to sneak on through. And then you got the Lovers. At the bottom is the 4 of Swords. All right, so let's look at them all. Woo. So I usually feel like when I have to clear my throat, there is either a lack of communication happening, or you don't know how to put in words what you're feeling. Possibly you're feeling a lot, but it looks like you're feeling a lot of spiritual energy. This is, to me, the self-healing card. This is the seer, the wise one. I usually see the 9 of Rods like the wounded healer, but sometimes it's the hermit too. The hermit has been through some shit. They've had experiences. That's why they're wise. But the hermit knows how to really balance their energy, because if they're overwhelmed out there on everything that's happening, they understand how to take a break. Let's take a break. Take a pause. Just go internal. Go to your little, like your lady cave, your man cave, your little sacred space, whatever it is. It can just be a moment inside of you while you sit in your car, and it doesn't have to be a long period of time. But it is those moments when you go internal, where you do connect your heart and your head, your intellect and your intuition, and you learn to turn that beautiful light on. You turn your own light on. And once this light is on and you're inside this cave, you can see all the writing on the wall, the answers that were right there that you just didn't see before. Usually it's right around you. And oh, there's also the star. I do think of it as healing. You have your own healing lamp there. And your walking stick, so you're good to get up that big mountain. But upside down, it's definitely staying in that cave way too long and not sharing that beautiful spiritual light and wisdom with others. Or you're sharing your light so much that others are completely reliant on you to show them the way. The best way, the wise way, is to teach. Because when others learn to turn on their own inner light, they can come up with their own answers, their own connection to God, to Source, to that beautiful, brilliant intuition inside of them, and start to see their own writing on the wall in between the lines. And hopefully, in turn, whether by example or direct teaching, guide others. But somebody has to be ready to turn on their light and have to be willing to do it, not just to have somebody else do it all for them. So the hermit has to be wise and discerning when he or she is guiding. But first they have to learn to guide themselves. Ooh, all of these cards are so slippy today. And it looks like whatever you do, figure out here and the time you need to have some self-reflection and self-realization and responsibility to make changes wherever that is, whatever that is for you. And you're ready to start moving out again. It looks like smoother waters are full steam ahead. Because I love the Six of Swords. It's where all those storms that were there before aren't going to knock you off course anymore. You learn to put your fire in the engine, the sails up. You learn to drive your stick shift without stalling, or use the correct navigational tools to either go around the storm, wait for the storm to be over, or handle it if it's there. It's whatever you're going towards, you ain't going to handle it like you did before. You've learned so much with the Six of Swords, and you're definitely on your road to moving towards success. But I always feel like this is a tweener time. You're just kind of halfway there. You know, you might have a couple pit stops to make before you get to this point. But upside down, it's not getting on that boat or using all the lessons you've learned to help you. It's getting stuck in replaying the scenarios that didn't work before. If it didn't work before, it's trying to do something the same way, thinking it's going to work this time. But when it's upright, it's knowing that if something didn't work, you got to do something different. So you take the lessons with you, those swords with you that worked, and you leave all that other stuff on the shore. Because it's not useful to you anymore. Because you have changed. And it looks like you're heading towards a partnership, a balance or union within yourself, because the Lovers does not have to be a romantic situation. It can be a beautiful friendship, a business partnership, or just the beautiful balance of masculine and feminine inside of you, which means the balance of what you pursue and do and what you allow and nurture. I feel like the Lovers is a huge as above, so below. Also, I want to mention that the Hermit is usually Virgo and the Lovers is Gemini. This is a sassy Lovers card. And you got a big angel here looking over the situation. And always notice that the angel doesn't hold any strings. It's gentle guidance, it's protection, and it's divine orchestration, but allowance of the free will of these two to choose, because it's a big ass choice card that involves your heart and your soul and hopefully your higher connection to God and Source. And it's not just stuck here on the 3D. So it's making balanced choices. When the Lovers comes through, it's usually a choice that involves you and somebody that you really care about, and upright somebody else who really cares about you too. So usually the other is always considered. Hopefully there's great communication here, And even if they have a good telepathic thing going on, they look like they're pretty close. They're creating some kind of spiritual fire just from touching each other. And it's a violet flame too. So it is connecting to your crown chakra. But it's always a choice. There's free will. And when there's freedom for the other to choose, if this is upright, it's still each person wanting the best for the other. There's not a selfish push or pull. There's no strings. There's no making anyone feel anything that they don't feel. It's ideal if they both feel the same. But it's realistic to know that that doesn't always happen. But when the lovers is still upright, even in that situation, it's still having that, where is it? Where's that thing that came through? Where's the dog? It's having unconditional love. It's not saying, well, I'll do this for you if you love me like that. Oh, I have, hold on. It looks like my battery is about to blow here. Talk about filling up your own gas. I'm going to plug this sucker in. I'm going to pause you. I'll be right back. Yeah, my screen went dark on me. So we're stepping back into the light. So also upside down, it's releasing a partnership that isn't growing, or it isn't equal, or somebody doesn't really want to be there, and recognizing that somebody maybe wants to move on, maybe you want to move on, and it's still doing it with the choice of love. And that doesn't always happen in reality, but usually if this is coming through, there is divine help in that situation for it to work out for the highest and the greatest good of everyone. And upright, it's so beautiful. And I must add, your angel that's looking out for you here has hair of fire and a wreath of glory. And the wings are actually, they look like they're not just feathers, they're actually like golden, actual gold, like actual metal, which makes me think of the most perfect energy there is. Gold is an amazing metal. It loses no value. It loses no energy when you like move it along a wire. It's perfect when you get to the other end. And this also makes me think of something that's truly valuable. So it's recognizing how valuable you are, what you really deserve, that beautiful spiritual fire inside of you. And this could be somebody recognizing that in you, and vice versa. And then with the Four of Swords at the bottom, I like this as the foundation, because this means that there's healing either in this relationship, within yourself, taking time to not just turn on this inner light and find wisdom, but it's sleeping better. It's possible these two sleep great together, or you just are starting to sleep sound. I feel like the Four of Swords is peace, it's healing, it's letting something rest that isn't working and having peace with that. But that brings so much peace in yourself. So that could also be not just letting go of guilt, but maybe I hear apology. Maybe an apology you're getting, or you have to apologize for something. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is really powerful, and it releases you. Here, this person is kind of like, oh, it's kind of a different Four of Swords. It almost looks like they're not quite sure what to say. They're kind of holding back here on this, I don't know, it's like a mirror, but it's like a painting, or it's like a portal, or it's like something. So maybe you're stepping through this portal, this last way of doing something into something else, but it's a 4, so it's a mental card. I don't know why I heard, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I don't think any other songs came through in this reading. Upside down, it's not allowing something to rest. It's not taking off your armor before you go to bed. It's not giving yourself time to meditate and go within to bring your energy back. It's running on empty and not plugging yourself back in, not filling up your gas tank. But I think maybe that's what you figured out, or possibly somebody else is, or with this hermit, maybe you're illuminated and elevating and growing and healing together. So let's get one more from, well, I wanted to use the, yes, got it. I love this. I love this deck so much. This is the Winged Enchantment. I just feel like it brings such a beautiful message. I like that power deck at the end too. But let's get a message and sum this up. This is going to be a little bit shorter of a reading. For those of you that might not have that much time, but still want to dive deep into the energy that's going on and get some insight. Also, I know I don't say it in all of the, oh, I almost lost these, in all of the readings, but thank you for both subscribing and liking these videos. I really appreciate it, along with your awesome comments that I enjoy reading so much. I really love connecting to all of you guys and feel so much gratitude to be here with all of you. Thank you. So, that being said, let's get one more from the Winged Enchantment to clarify this road to success, this beautiful partnership, either already in the works, in the mix, or maybe it's, I just saw like somebody hitching a ride along that mountain road. So maybe you're picking somebody up along the way with this camel. Maybe it's been a long way coming, or a long time coming. But I just think of all that. I thought of that Ace of Cups again and that nourishing energy. The camel has so much nourishment here that it can get across a long stretch of desert. Wow, I just thought of Desert Rose. Oh, that's a pretty song. Is that Sting? Dream of rain. Ooh, I like that song. I haven't heard that in a while. Oh, and I just thought of one more. And I'm really glad that this came through because I love the singer Sabrina, Claudio. Talk about a sexy lady. And all of her music is just, I mean, she's very sensual, but there's just something about her songs and the way she sings. And the very first song I ever discovered by her was called Confidently Lost. And I'll just let you listen. You just take a look at that one. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So, and that gave me the goosies. So that was an important message. All right, one more card to sum this up for you guys, please and thank you. Oh, wow, we got a loon. That reminds me of this. I mean, it's not a goose, but it's kind of like, I think of it as a water bird. Number 20. Also like a little bit of judgment, which means total transformation, totally releasing an old way of doing something so you can elevate and escalate spiritually. It's also releasing judgment. Didn't the other cards say it? You know, the other things say that unconditional love. It's releasing judgment on yourself and others, bringing attention back to you and you making the changes you need to do. So what's this all about, little loon? There's all rain in this too. Let me see the rain. I don't know if you can see it on my camera. Let me try it this way. There's like raindrops. Oh, I just heard another song. I don't know what that one is. Raindrops are falling on my head. I don't even know what song that is. I'll find it for you though. Maybe something about the rain. I am Loon. Well, you do have the Four of Swords here, which is usually really good sleep that comes back and healing. And it says, I am the keeper of dreams, hey, and the master of wishes. Wow. I am the place where the poets wander. Did I say something about moseying along in the beginning of this? That's kind of what I see, just like wandering along. I don't know why I just thought of Orange Colored Sky too. Oh, I like that song. I know that's come through before, but that's one of my faves. I was walking along, minding my business, when out of the orange-colored sky, flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you came by. Oh, I love that song. Yay, I'm happy that came through. I am the lonely woods and the beacon of the mystic. Ooh, I am where the madman get lost and the medicine men dream. I like that line. To enter my waters, you have gone searching for a new reality. Your dreams have inspired you. Your fantasies have lured you in. Through the water of wishes and hopes intoxicate and stimulate. Sometimes they hold you hostage. Maybe if that Four of Swords was upside down, it was a little like a Nine of Swords and getting overwhelmed in thoughts and scenarios, and it's just a dream, it could never happen, and I don't know, and maybe it's absolutely possible and better than you ever could have dreamed, especially if you got this huge divine guidance helping you along the way. I will let you envision new worlds, but you cannot linger long from here. You must recognize your own part. That's that responsibility in your life story. Also with that 20 being judgment. I am the enticement of shadows. Step inside my deep lakes. That's definitely this card here. Telling you to go deep. Find those triggers. Heal them one by one. Self-healing is the best healing because it's going to bring you into a brand new version of yourself. So step into my deep lakes and pull from it the endings you dream of. That's a huge message. So if there's something there you're not getting on this beautiful road to success, we're following what truly makes your heart feel in love and overwhelmed in loving decisions in everything you get to do, whether this is in a partnership that's coming, or within yourself. First and foremost, you need to release something. There's an ending that has to happen. Maybe it's due time because you got a lot of amazing energy trying to push you in the right direction here. You are playing with possibility. You are exploring the land of dreams. You are fantasy. You are loon. So it looks like you're figuring out how to make something that you thought could just be fantasy reality. And with this, I bid you adieu. I hope this reading was helpful. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon.